60,000 years ago, humans like us weren't the only humans on the planet. There were several others. Homo Floresiensis, for example, a diminutive 1.1 meter high hominin that lived only on the island of Flores. This species was only discovered in 2005. We don't know what happened to Homo Floresiensis. There's been suggestions that Flores man or Flores person is still with us today, but lurking in the jungles of Flores, but no sightings have been made recently. We don't know quite when he disappeared, but recent dating evidence suggests that it's more than 50,000 years ago. Neanderthals, of course, the archetypal cave person. Neanderthals have evoked all sorts of fiction, movies, books, and the story of Neanderthals and who they were and where they lived and how they disappeared is something that a huge number of people have done a huge amount of work on, and I'm going to be talking about aspects of that tonight. Anatomically modern humans, of course, like us. As the story will unfold tonight, you'll hear that we evolved in Africa and then moved out. And a lot of debate is undergoing at the moment regarding how this process worked, when we moved out of Africa, how many times, and when. And finally, a mysterious new hominin that appeared on the scene in 2010, Denis Evans. We don't have a face for Denis Evans yet because the fossil record is very silent on them. We only have one small finger bone and 3 teeth at the moment of the Denis Evans. So we have to have a lot more fossil evidence before we can put a face and reconstruct what we think these people look like. So in summary, humans evolved in Africa, I'd say around 200,000 years ago, and then perhaps around 50 to 60,000 years ago, we made this move around the world, and we populate the world all over since then. Everyone in the world is modern Homo sapiens sapiens, but we have this intriguing evidence for genetic exchange or gene flow between different archaic populations that lived outside Africa prior to our movement out of Africa. And these include Neanderthals and Denisovans. And these little variable proportions of DNA that we get from these people come with us today, and we can now intriguingly map and identify what the function of these genes that we inherit from them are today. And this is the subject of active